Good morning. It is Monday, September 18, 2017, and we're pleased to bring you today's edition of the local news. Welcome. In the news, power company EBS wants to shift from fossil to renewable energy. Falling sales at Asian market. Stranded Surinamese flown over to Suriname. And Brazilian market opened. I'm Dakota Simpson Marshall. This is the local news. The state power company, EBS, wants to go for renewable energy. In this context, other countries in and out of the region are looking at cooperation methods to switching from fossil energy to renewable sources. So says the EBS director, Rabindra Pamasar, last Friday in a press conference. The executive director of Carelec, Cletus Bertin, also addressed this topic. Yesterday, a conference was held with the aim of restarting the launch of the search for renewable energy in the region.
Renewable energy is a major issue, and it is an issue that has different, as you say, layers. There's the environmental component when you speak about issues to do with climate change, and there were obviously pressures and interest in the global community to address the climate change issue. So from a perspective of the environmental aspect, it's a major concern. There's also the economic and financial. Some of our members, not so much obviously Suriname, but are heavily dependent on fossil fuels, importation of oil and diesel to power their generators. So that has an economic and financial component because of the fluctuating oil prices on the world market. We sometimes have rising electricity prices in the business sector at the residential level. So the move to renewable energy is really at least driven by two main components, environmental and economic financial.
It is clearly visible that the sales at the Asian market at the Drambrandeskracht are falling. So says Simon Manisel, chairman of the Asian Agricultural Cooperative. According to Manisel, the lack of running water and other facilities result in the vendors choosing to sell their goods on the streets. In a telephone interview last Friday, District Commissioner of Paramaribo Northeast, Mark Nerkus, said that the District Commissioner's office is familiar with the problems and that they are working hard to find solutions. Yesterday morning at 8 o'clock local time, there was a flight from Curacao to Suriname with Surinamese passengers who were stranded on St. Martin. 8 people were first flown to Aruba on Saturday. There, they were placed in a hotel, and yesterday they were flown to Suriname with a regular flight of the SLM. Also, the Venezuelan government has made a plane available to fly Surinamese passengers from affected areas to Suriname. To coordinate this, Major Ulrich Korte of the NCCR is stationed at the airport of St. Martin. The coordinator of the National Coordination Center for Disaster Management, Colonel Jerry Sleinhard, further stated that as much as possible is being done to fly all Surinamese stranded to Suriname. This was reported in a press release from the National Information Institute, NII. The final item for local news today is that with the Brazilian market opened yesterday, District Commissioner Mike Nerkus of Paramaribo Northeast wants to showcase the cultural diversity of Suriname. Nowadays, there is, according to the District Commissioner, doubt that the Surinamese community has a large number of residents of Brazilian origin. To learn more from each other's culture, the Brazilian market was opened yesterday on the Joseph Israel Straat. At this market, the Brazilian culture is central. The market is further supported by the Brazilian Roman Catholic Church, Sisters of Nazareth. Before the opening of the market, there was a blessing and a church service held in the parish of the Sisters of Nazareth. Later, the District Commissioner, Nercas, explained the purpose of the Brazilian market. That brings us to the end of local news for today. Join us again tomorrow for more. Have a blessed day.